don't think so. All I've got is a director in my ear. Hey guys, can you hear me? Radio call. John, the presenter is wanting to hear. Is there any way that she can hear the interviews?
Okay, I'm with you. No worries. Okay, no worries. Thank you for looking. Hi, can you hear? Yes. Hello. Hi. Hi. Who's that? Hi. lap from you yesterday to get P5. How fantastic did that feel? And do you think you're going to be able to continue that performance into the race today?
Yeah, really happy about our performance yesterday. P5 was, right behind the top teams, was a very good lap. The car works really well, and hopefully we're going to be able to show that similar performance today. So we start in a very good position. I expect a very tight battle with Charles and Lando behind, but we're ready for it and very excited about it.
And can we have a couple of words in French for your fans about how you're feeling?
Vraiment très content de notre qualif hier, 5e position. C'était vraiment une très très bonne performance. La voiture a bien marché et on va se battre aujourd'hui. Je pense qu'on a une bonne opportunité, donc on va essayer d'aller chercher quelques points.
Yuki, it's been a bit more of a difficult weekend for you after the crash in FP1. This is a track that you enjoy. Do you think that perhaps you'll be able to make up some places today? How are you approaching the race?
Yeah, I like this track from past 2 years, but I think it's going to be difficult overtaking here. But if we see like my teammates' PS pace, I think his car is having good pace. So just try to maximize the performance. We see what's going to happen. But I think I had quite good confidence to having a good race.
And can we have some words in Japanese for your fans about how you're feeling about today, please?
ペース的には多分いいと思うので、できるだけパフォーマンス引き出して順位上げてポイント取りに行きたいなと思います。
Thank you, Yuki.
Well, Valtteri, it's great to see the fans back here. Plenty of Finnish fans have made the journey as well to support you today. It's good to see them all, isn't it?
It is nice to see. Plenty of Finnish flags, obviously. Yeah, some from Finland. Some could be anywhere, so it's nice to see. And good atmosphere here. Definitely missed this last year here.
Great job yesterday. How's the car feeling around here?
To be honest, I think with the temperatures, it's not feeling that great. But I think everyone is struggling with so hot temperatures. But yeah, we've clearly got the car into a good window and into a good place and decent setup. So yeah.
What's the worry? You've got the Red Bulls behind you on the soft tyres today. If it does turn into a two-stop, does that put them into play for the win?
I think we can expect anything from today. I can't obviously say much, but yeah, we are starting on the medium, so at least if there is going to be one stop, we have a better chance in theory for that. But I think it will be an interesting race with different tyres between us and Red Bull.
And we're here at turn 1 right now. This is a 610-metre run down to here. Have you thought how that might play out?
I've thought about it, yes. So yeah, there will be opportunities and important for us as a team to keep them behind.
Thanks, Valtteri. Go well today. And Lewis, if I can start first of all with you, with the fact that today there's an opportunity to win your 100th Grand Prix, which I imagine when you started racing just seemed beyond all expectations.
I just remember just the dream of just getting one. So very, very fortunate, very grateful, because I was just walking through my garage just now actually and just thinking of all the amazing people that I've had the pleasure of working with. Ones here and past also that have helped me achieve those wins, and so it's amazing how many people that it takes to get there, but it's a real testament to teamwork.
And that teamwork has put you in a position to take pole yesterday with some fantastic laps from you. You're starting at the front, as I mentioned to Valtteri, they're on different tyres to you today. What's going to be your biggest challenge, do you think?
Well, it's the weather. It's very windy today. This is the windiest day that we've had. I think the track temperature will be naturally it's hot, so tire deg is going to be key. I think holding the two behind at the start would be massively, I would say it would be key, but I don't think it would be the end of the world if we do lose position, as we're on a tire that can go longer. But I guess just understanding the tires today and managing the circumstances that we're faced with. But I think we've gone over and tried to make sure there's no stone unturned, so we'll be pushing as hard as we can today. And Valtteri did an amazing job yesterday, so it's pretty awesome to be on the front row together.
Great stuff. We'll go well today, Lewis. All the best in the race. Thank you.
Esteban and Fernando, the only midfield team to get both your cars in the top 10. You were looking a lot more comfortable, Esteban, in the car recently. Where has that come from and how are you feeling about today?
Yeah, thank you very much. I think it has been a lot of hard work, obviously, from the team to just have a look at what was going on. You know, in those 3 races, we had the difficult times, you know, in both Austria and France, but we've overcame that situation. We've now back at the pace that the car should be. We can extract the maximum out of it, so it definitely feels good. And I'm pleased that we have both cars today into the top 10.
And how are you approaching today when it comes to the weather? Because it's changing today. It was raining earlier, now it's very hot. How will you be approaching it?
Yeah, it's going to be extremely interesting. I think it was wet a couple of hours ago. There might be some rain coming. The sky seems very blue, but you can't expect anything because the weather forecasts are not saying the right things, since we've been here. So it's going to be interesting to see what's happening in the race. And I think anyway, just before shutdown, it's going to be an interesting one.
And can we have some words in French for your fans, please, about how you're feeling about today?
Bien sûr, non, très bonne qualif hier pour moi et pour Fernando. Voilà, on est dans le top 10, on est déjà dans les points, ce qui est un résultat très solide et ce qui n'était pas arrivé depuis longtemps. Voilà, il pleuvait il y a quelques heures encore et je pense que ça va être une course hyper intéressante. Il peut y avoir encore de la pluie pendant la course et voilà, on a hâte de prendre le départ et d'en découdre.
Thank you, Esteban. Fernando, P9 start for you today. We know how close that midfield battle is going to be. You have the other midfield cars just up ahead of you. How are you going to be approaching today and especially the start of the race?
Well, let's see. I think, as Esteban said, it's going to be interesting to see what the weather is doing as well. So it can be a race that is not only the start and lap 1. Anything can happen, halfway through the race or at the end of the race if the rain comes at the end. So, we have to be focused. We have to be sharp on the strategy as well. And once we are already in the top 10 with both cars, try to secure those points this afternoon.
And can we have some words in Spanish for your fans about how you are feeling for the race today?
Bueno, esperemos que sea una buena carrera. Tenemos una oportunidad de sumar puntos con los dos coches. Hay alguna posibilidad de lluvia también a final de carrera, así que habrá que hacer una carrera inteligente. Igual no todo se tiene que quedar en la primera vuelta, igual hay oportunidades luego al final de carrera, así que bueno, concentración y a ver qué pasa.
Thank you both so much and good luck today.
Lars, it's good to see the fans back at race circuits. What are your thoughts about your race today? You're starting from P12. You had a fantastic race in Silverstone.
Yeah, it's great to see some energy back here in Hungary. We started in Silverstone and it really makes the weekend. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the race. It's going to be a hot one. It's always, physically demanding here. And I'm sure, a lot can happen with degradation and stuff. Strategy is going to be a big thing today, so we'll see what we can do.
How tough is it in the car this track? Because you don't really get a chance to rest, do you, at any point on the circuit?
No, we don't. But yeah, it's what we train for, and I'm looking forward to it.
And where can you target today? Who do you think you're battling?
I think it's a very tight midfield, so you know, anything can happen. It's very important to get a good start here. It's not easy to overtake, so yeah, I'll try and do that.
Thanks very much, Lance. Go well today. Thank you. And Sebastian's going to join us now, waving to the fans as well. Sebastian, starting from P10 today, what are your thoughts? You've got to obviously start on the soft tyres, but do you think it's going to be a two-stop race today?
Well, it's between 1 and 2 stops, so we will see how it goes. Obviously, it dried up very quickly after the shower we had this morning, so we see how the track will be and how the tyres will cope. But we start 10th, and hopefully we've got a good opening lap, and then we take the race from there.
Do you enjoy driving this track?
Yeah, I've always enjoyed coming here. I think it's nice to have fans back, and usually around here the atmosphere is great. So it's a normally very, very hot race and very exhausting race, but I look forward to it. It's one of the biggest challenges in the year.
Could we have a few words in German, please, Seb? Thank you.
Ja, ich freue mich aufs Rennen. Es ist natürlich schön, die Unterstützung zu sehen und auch so viele Leute in Grün. Und ja, ich hoffe, dass wir heute ein paar Punkte mitnehmen können, von wo wir losfahren und das Rennen genießen können.
Dankeschön.
For you and the Ferraris here today. Yesterday in qualifying, not quite what you would have hoped for, but the car was looking really good up to that point. So how are you feeling for today? Are you feeling confident that you'll be able to make up some places?
Yeah, it was a real shame, you know, because I was feeling great with the car. I had a very strong FP3, a very strong Q1, and I couldn't finish it off after a mistake, no? But great to see so many red flags, so many Ferrari fans. Hopefully I can give them a good show today and have a good recovery.
And can we have some words in Spanish for all of your fans?
Sí, ayer fue un día bastante duro. La verdad que es después de ir muy cómodo con el coche en los libres 3 y la Q1, pues tuve un error en la Q2 que me ha condicionado bastante el fin de semana. Pero hoy, después de ver tantas banderas de Ferrari y tanta gente, pues apetece, ¿no?, hacer una buena remontada y ver si podemos recuperar.
Thank you so much. We're just going to swap you in for Charles. Charles, just saying to Carlos, there are so many Ferrari fans in the stands. It must feel absolutely fantastic. You're lining up P7 today behind the McLaren and AlphaTauri. The midfield is super, super tight, but how do you think you'll fare in the Ferrari car against them over the race?
Yeah, first of all, it's incredible to feel so much support here in Hungary. It's always an incredible place to come to. It's going to be very close today, but we'll give everything. Obviously, the start will be very important because everyone is so close and it's a difficult track to overtake on. So I'll give everything and hopefully we'll have a good result.
And can we have some words in French about how you're going to be approaching today and how you think that midfield battle will shape up?
Ça va être une course compliquée et il va falloir faire un bon départ. Mais bon, voilà, on est plutôt rapide en course ces derniers temps, donc on va essayer d'utiliser ça pour avoir un bon résultat. Et encore une fois, c'est incroyable de voir le soutien qu'on a tout autour de la piste.
Thank you so much, Charles.
Kimi, you've had more podiums at this track than at any other. What is the key to being successful around here?
Pretty much the same things than any other place, but for some reason it's been, let's say, a pretty decent place. Obviously qualifying is quite an important part here. It's not the easiest one to overtake, but you know, wherever you start, you have to do well, and the weather can be very hot and it can change quickly here, but yeah, we'll see what we get today.
How difficult is it to get enough cooling into the car around here without compromising performance?
It's always the same story everywhere. Even if it's a cool conditions, you know, you always try to go on the
kind of on the edge with the cooling and everything, and obviously hotter it gets, usually you lose a bit downforce, but it's the same for all the teams. So hopefully we have got it right and everything is okay.
We've got some very noisy fans here this weekend. Good to see them back as well.
Yeah, I mean now a few races we have had a lot of fans, so it's nice to see them.
Go well, Kimi. Thank you very much. Antonio is going to join us now as well. And Antonio, what's your target for today? Where do you think you can finish from what you've seen?
We don't know. We see, what will be the first lap, and of course, our target and dream is to finish the points. We know that it's difficult, but we will try our best.
How's your car been feeling around here this weekend? Does it suit this track?
Yeah, it was actually a really difficult Friday, a really difficult FP3. Then suddenly in qualify we were not too bad, so I think the best session overall, but still, we will start P13 and 14. We'll see what will be with the strategy. It's quite warm, so yeah, I think will be just one stop, two stop, we'll see.
Thank you. If I could get a few words in Italian, please. Thank you.
Sì, è stato un weekend difficile, però siamo riusciti comunque a fare una buona qualifica. Partiamo 13esimi e 14esimi, quindi vedremo un po' cosa succederà con la strategia, se ci sarà uno stop o due stop. Noi cercheremo di dare il massimo e di essere nella top 10.
Grazie.
Nikita, you have had a clean weekend so far this weekend. You've spoken about the temperatures though. A lot of the drivers commenting on just how hot it is. How much of a difference do you think that's going to make for the race today?
Yeah, I think it's going to be difficult because obviously the surface is brand new, been brand new a few years back, so it's still black, which attracts more temperature. And these tires and these temperatures, they just make those things just melt when you drive. So 70 laps, not going to be easy, but I'm sure it will make for an exciting race.
Hopefully it will do. Thank you so much. Mick, coming to you now. Of course, the crash was really unfortunate for your weekend, but you have said that the car felt good otherwise. So are you feeling confident going into today that you'll be able to make some real progress?
I think so. I mean, obviously starting last on the grid is never easy, but still I think we'll be able to hopefully have a good start. Maybe get a position or two, and then it's going to be easier to hold them off here than maybe in Silverstone. So hopefully, yeah, we'll have a clean race and be able to get a bit forwards.
And a few words in German.
Ja, ich freue mich aufs Rennen. Wird natürlich spannend mit den Temperaturen hier und vielleicht kommt ja der Regen auch zu uns, was natürlich die Sachen etwas interessanter machen wird. Dennoch müssen wir ein sauberes Wochenende haben, ein sauberes Rennen haben, damit wir einfach das Rennen auch zu Ende fahren können.
Nicholas, starting from P18 today, it's a very hot day. Are there going to be opportunities for you today?
I hope so. I mean, obviously the weather was a bit inconsistent prior to this driver parade, so it looks like I might end up staying dry, which would not be as fun, definitely. But I mean, the heat right now, it's going to make it difficult to manage the tires for sure. So, I think everyone's saying in between a 1 and 2 stop, and that's going to be the magic question. So it'll be challenging for the tires, challenging for the drivers physically. You don't really get a rest on this track, so hopefully opportunities present themselves.
It's going to be a busy race for you in the car, but a busy race for the strategists as well, trying to work out when to get you in and not send you back out in a bit of traffic.
Yeah, exactly. I think clean air on this track is always crucial. And depending on what the deck is like for the cars in front, especially starting on the quality tire, maybe that can influence a bit what we do. So we'll have to see. But hopefully, as I said, there's opportunities that it's not as straightforward a race as it normally is here.
How demanding is it physically, this circuit?
Oh, very much. I mean, again, you have the main straight, which is not really a long straight, and then you're just constantly in a corner. And with these temperatures, I mean, on Friday, I felt like you were in a sauna driving. So it'll be a challenge for sure, but I'm looking forward to it.
Great stuff. Thank you, Nicholas. Let's have a word with George. George, I know you were disappointed yesterday. Give these British fans some optimism for today about how you're going to make your way forward.
I'm just going to go out there, do my best as always. Hopefully there's a bit of rain on the way and can mix things up a little bit, but it's going to be a tough race for sure.
Is this one of your favourite tracks to drive? A lot of the drivers say they love coming here. The city is great, but the circuit itself is looks like it's fun.
Yeah, it really is, and I mean, especially coming around this last corner and seeing all of these fans, it's a really great experience. So that's going to spur us on today for sure.
The fans want you to say hello to them. It's good to have so many British fans here supporting you today.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the support's been incredible the last few races, and obviously just having the fans back, energy back in the races is really exciting for all of us. So bring it on.
Thank you, George. Go well today. Thank you.
Max and Checo, the crowd, I don't even need to say anything else, but Max, so many fans with flags for you. How amazing does it feel?
It's of course an incredible support to have around here. I hope, of course, for a very good race. We're going to give it everything we can, but it's great to see so much orange around here.
And you're lining up P3 today. It is all to play for. How are you feeling about the race ahead of you with the Mercedes in front of you?
Just need to brake a bit later into turn 1.
And can we have a couple of words in Dutch, please, for all of the fans here?
Ja, natuurlijk super dat jullie hier zijn en ik hoop dat we er natuurlijk een mooie race van kunnen maken.
It's incredible. The atmosphere is absolutely amazing. How do you feel today? Second row lockout for the team, starting on the softs. How do you feel for the race?
Yeah, we will try everything, to try to move forward from where we are. It's going to be a very long race, so plenty of opportunities I will expect in the race, and hopefully it can work out for us.
And how do you feel with the temperatures at the moment? Because it is heating up as the day goes on. How much do you think that will play into things?
Yeah, it's heating up a lot, after the rain. But yeah, I really hope that we can give a great race for the fans.
And can we have some words in Spanish for all of your fans about the day?
Sí, bueno, esperemos tener una muy buena carrera el día de hoy y muchas gracias a todos por su apoyo. Me da mucho gusto ver tanta bandera mexicana alrededor del circuito.
Daniel, there may be a lot of orange behind you for Max, but there's an Australian flag over your shoulder.
Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, there it is. No, it's cool. There was actually quite a few Aussie flags around the lap, so it's awesome just to have crowds back, the atmosphere. You get used to putting your headphones on, but I was like, you take them off, you're like, oh, there's a crowd, there's noise, there's atmosphere, and it's awesome. So yeah, looking forward to put on a show today.
Starting for P11, you've got your choice of tyres today. Is that a help, even if it does turn into a two-stop for most?
I think we're in a good position for that strategy choice. We'll see what happens, but today will be better than yesterday.
What can you do in the race today? What have you seen from your race pace? You've got a couple of cars ahead of you that in theory you should be able to get past.
I think we can definitely, if there is a tyre, let's say a lot of degradation as we probably expect, I think there will be some offsets where we can overtake. It's normally a tricky track for that, but I think with these conditions it should create some opportunities. So yeah, look to yeah, lick a few stabs today. Let's see.
Elbows out today. Daniel, go well. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Lando's going to join us now, and Lando, I know you've had trouble getting in and out of your hotel. You've had so many fans out here for you.
Yeah, I have. The fans here are awesome. So yeah, it's a pleasure. It's nice to have them back here, especially after Silverstone, and hopefully we can put on a good race as well.
You had a great qualifying yesterday. You have got that AlphaTauri just in front of you. Is the plan get him at the start and get in amongst the top four?
That's the plan, yeah. It's a difficult track to overtake on, so the best job is to try and have a good first lap, good run down to turn 1 and pass a few people, so we'll see.
When can can you overtake over here? If you don't get it done at turn 1, can you get it done to turn 3?
It's not easy, but it's never impossible. So we'll see. Hopefully the weather plays a bit of a part as well, and if it rains, then even better.
What can you give these fans today? Can you get on the podium?
It's going to be tricky, but I didn't expect to win it before this year, so we'll see.
Well, we're arriving at the podium now, so take a look and hopefully see you later. Thank you very much, Lando.